David Andrew Wiebe, founder of Spark Infinity niche-based Facebook group. David, what is going on in Spark Infinity?
Spark Infinity has been growing pretty rapidly since January. We started with literally 4 or 5 members, now to well over 1,400 people, serving creatives and creators, poets, artists, visual artists, musicians, actors, actresses.
What should members of Spark Infinity be prepared for? What are the live shows about?
We like to interview people and get a sense of who they are, the kind of things they do, highlight them, and especially their amazingness, their personality, their superpowers, whatever makes them great. That's what we like to highlight in those conversations.
So how could members of Spark Infinity also benefit from Bump Global?
For one thing, there are so many amazing heart-centered founders of various niche-based Facebook groups that if you wanted to be interviewed, you could just put yourself in the middle of the storm and find all kinds of groups to be featured in and interviewed in all day long. And the other thing is, if they have the desire and the work ethic to build their own niche-based Facebook group and blow it up, that's another opportunity that's waiting for them. And I only see things growing from there.
Spark Infinity, how are you feeling out there today? What have you gotten up to lately? What sort of creative work have you completed, or are you in the progress of getting complete, or something you just getting started now? What have you been up to creatively? Today is the first ever show and tell. And so the whole idea is we want you to be able to showcase your work on this live stream. Let me bring that banner up so you know how to join. I'm going to try to drop this link because it's kind of hard to make out. It's a lot of little letters, but as far as I can tell, QGX95FB3TN is the code. So StreamYard.com/ the code that I just mentioned. If you go to that link, you're going to be brought into our green worm. No, you're going to be brought into our green room back here within the Spark Infinity live stream, which we always host on StreamYard. Well, almost always anyways. We do the occasional thing on Zoom too. But here's the thing. So there's always people that like to play pranks, and like, we're well aware of your tactics. And unfortunately, if you do happen to show up in our green room and you're like half naked or something like that, we're just gonna boot you and nobody's gonna see you. So like, A, your prank's not gonna work, and B, we're just not gonna bring you on, right? And we might not bring you back. So let's not prank. It's not, no one wins in that situation. Let's just put it that way. I know some of you like to have fun. I get it. I was there. I was a kid once too. But let's keep it real. Let's keep it mature. And really, to kick things off today, I figured I would share some of my work. And what I'm going to do right away here is drop the link in the comments of this stream in our Facebook group, so that, okay, I don't know what's going on there. Tried to drop a comment and then suddenly it started loading for some reason. Well, anyway, I'm going to drop a comment in there as soon as I can so that you are able to join and be able to click on the link directly. What I figured I would start off with today, and it could just end up being me today. We'll see. I'm excited to see who might show up. But if it ends up being just me, I'm going to be the only one showcasing my artwork and some of the work I've done. And very much excited to share with you some of the stuff I really just don't share much with anyone, aside from, my music I share pretty regularly. My books I share pretty regularly. But there are some stuff I'm going to show you today that you might have trouble tracking down otherwise, just because pseudonyms and internet names and all that kind of junk. Okay, looks like I'm able to comment now. So join the live stream here. Okay, so the link is now in the chat. Well, almost. Now it is in the chat in our Facebook group. If you haven't joined our Facebook group already, what are you doing? Are you a creative or a creator? Look, I don't understand you if you're not part of our group yet, because we have a lot of cool things happening. There's opportunities to be showcased just like today all the time. We bring all kinds of people on. We've had all kinds of interviews. The group is growing fast. It's over 1900. We have excellent engagement. So seriously, go to Facebook, find the Spark Infinity Facebook group and add yourself and add your friends. Do that immediately and help us grow, and we'll feature you. All right. So looking forward to feature you. As I was saying, the first thing I thought I would do today is show you some of my artwork. And this, you may or may not know this about me, that's really where I started. The artwork is my roots. So it was really drawing and painting and crafts. And I did engage in other stuff, woodworking and that kind of thing too, a little bit, to a degree, because all of it really intrigued me when I was a child. But like, I kind of was born with a paintbrush in hand. I think it's fair to say that. So that was kind of my first love as far as creativity is concerned. Can I still draw today? Totally. Can I still paint today? Totally. So there's things I can still do. And occasionally I even do get requests for commissions and stuff like that. Uh, it really depends on the situation and what the offer is. But if that's something you want to do, you can let me know. It's not the intention of what we're up to today, but if you happen to like my stuff for whatever reason, we could talk about that. But without further ado, why don't I share the screen, show you a few things. I will zoom in on a few of these pieces just to give you more of a sense. Let's make sure this is not a fail though, so I don't want to be clicking in the wrong places. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Add to stage. Aha. So the pieces you see before you, and again, I'm going to show you select works, or I'm going to be zooming in on select works that I'm especially proud of. But there are many pieces here, and not all of them do I think are totally amazing. But the thing is, sometimes art just needs to find its expression, and you're not always going after perfection. There might be a period of experimentation. I experimented with color markers for a while just to see what I could do with blending, with trying different styles. I'll maybe show you some of the stuff later on. Anyway, I think some of these pet drawings, these pen drawings came out pretty nice. Let's see if we can bring this one up. For example, the cat drawing. There we go. I'm going to zoom in on that one a little bit. And literally, I think at the time, it's not like I owned a pet at any point. My life has still been very fulfilling in that sense because I've often looked after people's pets, which has totally been fun. I've done some pet sitting gigs as well. And some people's pets did kind of end up feeling like mine because in some cases they were my roommates. So, but these I would have referenced from the internet for sure. Yeah, it's like nothing. It's not perfect, I will tell you that. It looks nice. There are things about the drawing that are not perfect. But, I mean, I shouldn't speak too much about the quality of the work myself because at the end of the day, like beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Here's one of those kind of in that series, 2004. Yeah, pretty proud of that one, I think. The fur is a real challenge, let's be real, but nice little retriever there. Another dog, another type of dog that I love would be Border Collie and Labs and things like that. So here's one that I think, yeah, really proud of that one. I think that one came out great. Yeah, there were some hard edges in there that I think were unintended, but still, I don't know. Pretty great. I don't know if I have these drawings anywhere, by the way. I wish they were still stored or saved somewhere. I don't know if that's happening, but this is how things go. Next up, this I'm sure. Well, I mean, it's on screen, so you don't have to guess, but I'm sure you can tell from the appearance that this is Helen Hunt. This one ended up being really a funny one because I drew it in my high school days. So there were people around me going, yeah, and forgive them, they're just high school students. But like, there were people around me going, what do you think? Why do you want to draw Helen Hunt? It's not like she's that hot. And I'm like, I don't know. Let's say there's a certain beauty in the eccentricity of her appearance rather than say like, well, it doesn't meet certain standards of beauty, because I feel like that's a whole other thing. And like people sometimes take really great photos. I know for a fact that like not I've worked with different photographers. I've been taken from different angles. I've been taken with when I'm at different sizes of weight and so forth. So like I've had good shots and I've had not so good shots, like stuff I definitely would not use or release publicly. And sometimes it just people take really great shots. This one happened to be one where Helen Hunt, you know, it's a great shot of her felt like it was worthy of turning into a pencil drawing. So that's just, you know, that's where I was at. It's kind of indiscriminate. It's more about how interesting is the subject. I don't want to say indiscriminate. It's like things I like, but it's how interesting is the subject. That's a big one. This one is going to be harder to guess unless because he really did not, you know, make much of a splash in one of the 90s or the early, yeah, it would have been early 2000s. And so, okay, looks like we got another comment here. Make sure that people have the StreamYard link that want to join and do a little bit of show and tell because we definitely welcome that. Right now I'm showing some of my stuff, which is always a good time. We have a drawing that's loading there. Let's post that. Okay, that's posted in the comments again. Yeah, it's good to see people are starting to pick up on what's going on tonight. I mean, I kind of did decide this at the last minute that I would be doing a live stream like this, a show and tell. We're going to reopen this one because it's refusing to load, but it's unfortunate just because I was doing other things in the browser and it slows things down. Yeah, so as the title says, this will be Remy Shand. To be honest, and I mean, it's like maybe a strange thing to say. I know his work is based on early R&B, soul, maybe even a little bit of funk and that kind of thing. But I gotta say, like, he definitely knew where to take the influence from as far as Motown is concerned. And he did it so well that his album is one of my favorites. I will say, in terms of composition or drawing side of things, gee, those sunglasses are sure are difficult. So I don't know if that fact came across, but it, you know, not bad as far as I'm concerned. Something that is one of my better works. So yeah, Susanna looks like she might be joining us. There's the link dropped for the. Hopefully everyone's starting to get on here. Okay, next up would be Jimi Hendrix, right? And I did, as you could probably see from earlier, like I've done multiple Jimi Hendrix drawings. This is one that, yeah, this one came out great. I don't think I could. I don't know if I could do any better. It came out real nice. Like yeah, maybe some of the proportions, like in terms of symmetry and eyes, could have been better, but otherwise, I'm not sure I could have. Yeah, so it's like a great piece. This one's a little more of like a Jimi Hendrix. I don't know, not not a parody, but not a caricature either. Just like a speed drawing of Jimi Hendrix. And again, a pen drawing, but not even an artistic pen, just a black pen that I was using at school. I'm pretty sure that actually came out looking real nice. So, oh, there we go. You need to actually drop the link, David Andrew. There we go. There's the link. Again, it's at the bottom of the screen too, in case anyone cannot see that. But hopefully we can get this party going, right? Next up, this one was pretty random. I recollect drawing it in college, and not an exactly inspired title, Angry Alien Guy, but you know, happened to be drawing this in the classroom. Yeah, again, I can see things that could be better, but for a relatively spontaneous drawing, and honestly, I didn't even know where it was going when I first started it. I think it came out real nice. So proud of that one. Moving along, you know, I'll show you this real quick, but I drew stuff like this endlessly. Like I grew up in Japan and really enjoyed manga and anime, so like this kind of stuff comes to me so flippin' easy at this point. It's not even crazy. Now, you know, the perspective on the eye here is kind of wrong as far as like I learned a few things since I've drawn that, but that's something that's pretty fun. This was another one, kind of like the angry alien guy that I did not expect to turn anything, didn't know it would turn anything, didn't even know it would be any good, and it ended up turning out good. Which this is this dragon guy thing that might appear in a comic book or video game or something like that. So that's another one I feel pretty good about. One of my better works, spontaneous. A couple more Jimi Hendrix drawings. Whoops, I think that was the wrong thing to click there. This one, another Jimi Hendrix pen drawing. For something rough and spontaneous, I have to say this is still. I have to say this is good. Right. Pretty proud of. I don't think this was an art pen either. It was literally just whatever I was using at school at the time. So pretty cool. Literally, like sometimes I'll start things and not know if they're going to turn out any good, and then when they do, the Jimi Hendrix one, I think this might be the least of the bunch, or the one that's not as good as the rest, but still has certain qualities that to me stand out and occupies a place in my collection. There's some other anime-oriented stuff here. It's all pretty good, but I would say very, very heavily inspired by other stuff I was referencing. So I don't know. I don't know how good, how original it is in that sense. I'll show you this weird gun invention thing. We're not promoting violence here in any way, are we? It's a creative community. But here's something that I designed, not, again, I'm not endorsing violence, not endorsing war of anything. But this was a fun little drawing, something I called the wheel gun. Maybe we should patent it. I don't know. How that works, why it works, and whether the design's any good. I don't think the design is any good. I just threw two things together for fun. Kind of like a shark bazooka, right? Shark and a bazooka. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, maybe. I guess they could make a movie about Shark Bazooka, right? It'd be a B movie. It'd be funny. I think this one was pretty good. Let's pull that one up. Nope, it's not loading correctly. I think we've been joined. Who is here to join the party? It would be Susanna. I think this might. What's happening, Susanna?
Oh, nice. That's so awesome. I think I see you. That's so
Yeah, you're
good.
here.
Yeah,
You
I'm
enjoying this
here.
so
And I
far?
was like, I just saw your Jimi Hendrix one on my phone, and then you were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
look, it's here." It wasn't simultaneously at the same time.
It didn't show simultaneously.
Yeah, like you
That
were showing the Jimi Hendrix one on the other side, and you're saying, "Hey, look, somebody's joining in."
okay.
So there's
Well,
like two different.
yeah, that makes sense. The stream is always a little bit behind where we are actually at live. So
Oh, really? So like
yes.
how backdated was that? It's almost as if I joined the future, right?
Oh,
So
only a few minutes, maybe even just a couple minutes, to be honest.
oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
But
Yeah.
you're right. You're
Okay.
getting caught up with the present now. Welcome to the present, Susanna.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited to see your art and then to be here on the show. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I see like your anime manga stuff right now.
Yeah.
And I see that you're in and out. I wonder if it's just me.
No, I don't know.
Must be
It
me.
could be. Yeah, could be, but you know how connection is sometimes. So yeah, a little bit of anime and manga style stuff. This one I think came out pretty good. Again, I think this was very much inspired by hip hop fashion of the late 90s. So I cannot claim originality. It's just something I liked at the time. This would be kind of in the same vein. I honestly think I might have used
Wow.
Mace. You remember Mace, Puff Daddy Mace?
This is
That
your
Mace.
deviant art.
Yeah, DeviantArt. Which
Yeah,
I
I
guess
have deviant art too. But I
cool.
want to see your
Now my
stuff.
username,
Go
right?
ahead.
So rare, rare. Rarely do I show people this stuff, but sometimes if it gets turns to the topic of art. Yeah, so this
Right.
one I think I used
I like to see
Mace
that.
as reference to draw. So I like it, but at the same time, it's just I can't claim originality there in that sense. This
That's
one
awesome.
too. This one was
What's
probably
your DeviantArt handle
referencing Will
name
Smith.
so I can add you?
You can see it, right? Arctic Sunburn.
Arctic Sunburn.
Yeah, with a C, right?
Ooh.
ARC, Arctic Sunburn. It was when it was part of a message board back in the day, Daniel Amos message board, which is an obscure band for anyone who cares to know.
Says,
Uh, I went,
says we couldn't find the results for Arctic Sunburn. Oh my
well,
goodness.
you spelt it wrong, yeah? So ARCTIC. Yeah, yeah.
ARCTICBURN. Oh, okay.
SUNBURN, yeah.
Oh, SUN.
Yeah. Again, this was kind of the main character of the main manga I was crafting and making at the time.
That's all
So
for now. Try a new search. Only one. I think of Celine Dion or something. Anyways.
yeah, that's coming later. I mean, I don't know how much I'm going to go into that, but there are some drawings of some celebrities.
Okay.
It's been
I'll wait for it, but I'm looking forward to these anime manga ones. Okay. I'm
the
I'm on the same page as you. Go ahead.
cool. This is also a challenging angle to draw from, but again, referencing pretty much Will Smith, and I kind of modeled my fashion after him at the time, but can't claim originality in any way. I want to show you some mazes, okay? So that's what these are. I draw mazes. I do them very well.
That's so cool.
Ultimately, probably not the most frustrating
Wow.
mazes once you
Mazes.
get going. Yeah. The,
Wow.
the whiskers were near impossible to work with. I tried.
Wow.
And I think at this time when I was putting these together, I'd considered putting together a book of mazes. This certainly would have taken a while. We have a gazelle maze here. Used to call these brain mazes because of how, you know, how they kind of look on the page. I turned, oh, wrong button. Link a new tab. There we go. I also loved, games like SimCity, so
The
kind of like a city
mazes. Oh
city
my
maze, right? I
goodness.
turned a cityscape into a maze. I have a
Oh.
feeling it was modeled after Calgary,
Oh.
but it wouldn't be accurate, of course. But it might have taken some inspiration from Calgary. Here's a flower maze. So again, this is mostly about just having really good line art and then filling it up with maze. That's all that is. But I liked it. It's one of my favorites, I think.
Of course.
That's so
But it
amazing.
might have.
Yeah. You got a little bit of echo of me from the other from your phone or something. This one is basically a self-portrait. It's completely a pencil drawing. So that's
With
me.
maze.
Wow. Line art and mazes. It's amazing.
Yeah. You're behind, Susanna. You need to turn off your live stream from your other phone because we're echoing back in and actually be present with us here because that's two different shows you're watching there. Anyway, so my self-portrait, because I was getting into guitar at the time, included a couple of Jimi Hendrix in the background.
I'm
I
sorry,
think,
that was a lag, like a total lag. So if you
y-
thought that I was commenting on something, I was commenting on something in real time, and then suddenly I saw myself in the other side commenting and doing this, and then I'm like, wait, that was like few minutes ago.
Yeah, that was total magic. You're commenting retroactively in real time.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen anyone do that, but that's pure magic. That's great.
Coming back to the future and commenting on your mazes and
Oh
then that.
man, comedy gold. I don't know if we'll go super in depth with the rest of these. I think this border collie is pretty cool. Pen drawing. Yeah, I think it came out real nice. Not a fancy pen. I think it might have been an art pen though. This one. We have various, this is my experimenting with color markers period, just to see how far I could take it. There's some celebrities. You might not immediately recognize all of them because they're really not, let's say, perfect replications of the
Is that
particular
Katy
celebrity.
Perry on the right side? Is that
This
Katy Perry on the
or
right
this?
side? The one down there, that one.
No, no, that's
No.
Christina Aguilera.
Oh, because I heard that Katy Perry was with Justin Trudeau.
What?
News. Yeah, you didn't know that?
Oh, well, that whole thing is a total clown show right now with Katy Perry, quote unquote, going to space. Yeah, I'll believe that. I'll
No, no,
believe
no,
that.
no. But this was a new one. This was from yesterday that it said Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau are seeing each other. And I was like even surprised that like I didn't know that Katy Perry was actually with Orlando Bloom and had a baby with Orlando Bloom. I never knew about that. And by the way, Orlando Bloom was my
That
crush back in the day. So, but yeah.
yeah, that's just a total clown show. I don't see any good coming out of that. Like, plus, why is Justin Trudeau out of hiding? That makes no sense. He needs to go back underground.
Oh, has he always been underground
Yeah.
ever since he stepped out of it? It's just really interesting how he's now with Katy Perry. Like maybe it's just like I don't know if this is true or not, but it's just all over the news, you know?
Yeah. Well, the news is just whatever they want you to see and hear, yeah? You know that by now, don't you?
Yeah, I do. That's
Yeah.
right. So they probably make the most ridiculous shit up, right?
All the time. All the time.
Oops, I said something wrong. Do we swear on this show?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So if I say
So,
something bad, but I'm not really bad at all, you know. I'm very tame in terms of my words. So
yeah, you're usually not like that.
yeah,
This is this
exactly.
is just the classic and very cliche nature versus technology, but I like the drawing. I like how the drawing came out, so whatever. Not an inspired period, I would say, but just full of experimentation with color. See how far you could take those markers.
That one looks like you on the left with the gray hair. Is that you? No.
Well, it's not gray, it's actually black, but it is Spoony experiment, also known as Noah Antweiler. So these
Oh,
four are actually all Spoony. And yeah, I would say Noah Antweiler bears some resemblance to yours truly.
yeah.
So
See that?
yeah, some. See, that's Spoony there.
Oh, I don't know
So
if he kind of looks like you. Like, but your drawing of him looks like you. But hmm,
yeah, a little bit, a little bit. I could see it.
yeah. Hmm.
We have celebrities, we have pencil, and that's about it. That's what I wanted to share for art for
That's
now. I
so
have other
cool. Look
stuff I
at
can
that
share, of
one.
course. Hmm?
Oh, the one that somebody was doing this.
Oh, this one?
Yeah,
Yeah, titled Anxiety. And again, cliche, right? Like, could you get it any more cliche than this? I don't know.
it was
Not an
really good
inspired
though.
period. That's what I say.
Yeah, it was really good though.
Yeah,
Wow.
not a bad drawing. Not a
Yeah.
bad drawing.
So you did mostly markers and
Lots of pen drawings, lots of pencil. And then started experimenting with markers for a period. So it was prolific because I was not going after perfection.
yeah.
This one you can
Wow.
tell too. It's like there's some detail and then there's also no detail because when
Yeah.
you're depressed and anxious, that's
Yeah,
what it's like.
that is
So
so cool. That's
it
so amazing. Wow.
reflects the experience.
It could definitely be like a CD art or something like that, you know? Did you
I,
ever do
that's
your own CD art?
kind of. That is honestly what I imagined this being. I think this series of drawings, and not all of them were good, but this series of drawings was probably going to go on my album Back on Solid Ground.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're good enough to be honest.
Never know.
But
You could just create a collage sort of
if I
thing, right?
wanted to,
So,
yeah,
yeah. Then
just
that
for
way you don't have
concept
to
art.
charge somebody for like their drawings unless, yeah.
Yeah, just for
Did
like
you have,
concept art.
yeah, is that all for your drawings?
For my artwork, yeah, that's what I wanted to share today.
Oh, okay. You don't have any like acrylic or any like, watercolor or any other.
Yeah, I had some cool paintings, and I don't know if they're still in existence. I hope they are somewhere. If somebody somewhere has them. I think so. I think there was a watercolor that was framed from when I was in elementary school, and there was one acrylic painting that it was like an underwater ruins type thing that was pretty cool. So,
Mm. Wow. I would love to see that. That would be
yeah.
so good. Yeah. And then did you have any digital art?
Well, actually, it was all on the same page. So some of that was digital art. There
Oh,
was a guy
okay.
with a parachute that was like basically pixel art. Once
Yeah.
I thought that pixel art would be a lot of fun because I used to do Mario Paint and stuff like that back in the day.
Ooh. Oh,
Yeah,
I'd like to see that, the Mario paint.
yeah.
If
But then when I got
anything.
into it, I found it so time consuming that I decided not to take it a whole lot further.
Mm. You didn't
But
show
yeah,
any Mario art.
I could maybe pull that one up. So
Yeah,
it's
I'd
gonna
like to
take a
see
moment to
that one.
load though.
Sure, no
Yeah.
problem. While we're waiting for that one to happen. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just sorry I took a while to jump on. My picture was like sideways and I'm like, I don't want to be sideways coming in. No? Like or upside down or something like that. So yeah. And I'm like, oh,
To,
I'd like to have like a live background, you know? Not my bedroom background, but just yeah.
right. Typical
Oh well.
Susanna. I don't know how technology works.
No, no, I'm actually rebranding myself now to more like like the technology teacher, but with regards to like a little coaching spin, like terms of like, more empowered and yeah,
Yeah.
bringing in
I'm just
some
giving you a hard time.
some stuff. Yeah, that's all
Okay.
good. Your your hard time is not really a hard time. Like
No.
it's
Not
like very mild hard time,
really.
right? So,
Yeah.
I wonder if you have any like Pikachu drawings or anything. Was it like really Pokemon a thing for
I
you?
must have done Pikachu at some point. I'd have to do for that for sure.
Mm,
Okay,
yeah.
share screen.
Speaking of which, there's this guy here.
I mean, who?
Do you know who this one
Oh
is?
yeah,
Which character is this from?
from Shrek, right?
Yeah, you're right. That's from Shrek. Yeah, the gingerbread
Yeah.
boy, right? The
Yeah,
gingerbread boy.
exactly. So yeah, we
Art.
can kind of move through things fast, but this would be the pixel art inspired stuff. So this is like my logo that I crafted out of
Mm-hmm.
pixel art. So it's like a sun and iceberg. So
That's
that's
so
the whole
cool.
idea. There's kind of a yin and yang going on there. There's this parachute guy that I spent a heck of a lot of time on. I think this is about the time where I was like, that was way too much work for something so low res. So
Yeah. Wow. Is that like paint? No.
yeah, probably it was paint. It'd be a little bit easier to do with a grid in Photoshop or something like that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This one too is just triangles or prisms. Doesn't want to load. Let's try
Let's see.
again.
I don't see that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's loading. So just colorful prism type thingies.
wow.
And then this one was, I think it was almost going to be a maze type thing, but I'm like, nah, this is too crazy to try to.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? The Etch a Sketch. You know the ones that like go
Yeah.
like this and like that and like this and like that? That's the red thing. The red Etch a Sketch. Then you shake it to actually do it looks like that. You know, like you did it through Etch a Sketch.
Yep. I remember
What?
Etch a Sketch. I remember I had a lot of fun with it. And
Yeah.
yeah, maybe it was partially inspired by that.
Yeah, okay. I hope that the viewers know what I'm talking about, and there's some people who maybe not are old enough to see what the Etch a
Do,
Sketch is
do we have
like.
to bring it up?
Yeah, you'd have to have a reference for people to know what Etch a Sketch is, right? So,
Yeah, it still exists.
uh,
You know,
yeah,
it's
and then maybe we
just
should have like a video just so that they can actually see how when I'm talking about Etch a Sketch, like those knobs going this way and that way, and is there a video for Etch a Sketch for a moment there? Because people won't know
probably.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you'll probably have to give me a
If you
second to
go
pull
to
that up.
like video, there, video Etch a Sketch
Where?
at the top. Go up a little
Oh,
bit, and it
videos.
says there. Yeah, see Etch a
The
Sketch
the thing
video.
that I remember far more, Susanna, is that EEIOU thing. That toy
What?
was
The
hilarious.
what?
That toy was hilarious.
The what? What toy is that?
EEIOU.
I didn't know. I've never seen that before. After this one, I want you to show me that what you're talking about.
What was it called? It's the something master, I think.
The something master. Well, let's show our viewers
We don't need
about this.
ads.
It's a sketch.
We don't
Best
we
Buy
don't need ads.
ads. Yeah, it's going away now.
Okay, there you go. That's your Etch a Sketch right there.
Ah, wow. That person would
That
just made it
wow.
up.
Yeah,
Wow.
this girl is incredible.
Wow. Oh my God. How do you make those? Were you like
I have
really
no
good at
idea.
that for Etch a Sketch?
I was not like
How,
that. No.
yeah. That's just amazing. Oh my God. See, you twist left,
Hot
right,
dog.
and then it becomes it becomes a hot dog.
You have to be really good at the controls to get it going like that.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Must be so okay. Jeez. Wow. And there's a like wow. Oh my God.
Super Mario.
Mario. How do you I don't understand. Somebody that is
And
so good.
if you shake it, it all goes away, right?
That's right, exactly. But like she was just so good at like doing all those drawings for Etch a Sketch and oh look at Van Gogh. Oh my God. There's Chicago. How? How?
No idea.
Sailor Moon. Etch a Sketch. Maybe she
I think
cheated.
she cheated. She just
She
drew on there with a
cheated.
stencil.
Look, coach. That's Bob. It's
Bob Ross.
Bob. What's his name? Bob
Bob
Ross.
Ross.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Bob Marley. No. Now she shakes it, and that's gone. And
Yeah, the drawing.
what did she do?
I don't know.
Look, she's cheating.
She's cheating. She puts a
She
stencil inside.
she put the stencil inside.
I don't know. That's the only way I can think you would cheat.
Yeah, you put like a stencil inside, and you make it look like what?
You have to plan
What?
this out, or at least know where you're
Yeah,
going. Well,
like okay, with Etch a Sketch, it's only like one line, and you'd have to do that and that and that. But I don't understand how they all connect though.
yeah, you got
How
to
do they
start erasing.
connect?
You have to start
Huh?
erasing. Like you can't erase a line, so
Yeah. Exactly. You can't erase the line. Like I tried an Etch a Sketch trying to form a house and then erasing a certain line and stuff like that. How does she do that? Oh my god. That's just like this is a Taj Mahal. How is that all
Yeah,
connected? And look, what's that at the back?
no idea.
So what was that other toy that you're talking? Wait. She's she's taking it out and then
I don't know. I don't know what this is. We'd have to listen to the audio to kind of know what she's
okay.
describing.
All right.
But
Very, very interesting. Okay, show me that other toy that you're talking
let's,
about.
yeah, let's see if we can find this for people. It just had the most random voice. And it was like for learning the alphabet and stuff like that.
It was not one of those books that you open up and then it has the soundboard.
No, I remember those, but that was not it.
And you
Mm,
told me you had like a Ninja Turtle one. Like that was soundboard Ninja
I
Turtle.
did.
Cowabunga!
It was like sounds like that. Oh yeah, the speak. It was the speak and spell. Yes,
Speak and spell.
that was demonic. I think.
Oh my god.
The way it sounded.
It sounds really like what demonic thing is this? You know what was really demonic? I thought the Furby was demonic.
Oh yeah, Furbies are interesting.
The Furbies, like I remember there was this one time we threw a Furby into the like on the floor and it started going like just
That's
no
crazy.
sound and it just kept on going open mouth, closed eyes, and yeah, it was
Yeah,
insane.
so many different toys.
Yeah, I love their generation. I don't know, just a millennial, right? So
We didn't have video games, so we had to be imaginative in the real world, not in the
yeah,
digital world.
yeah,
Well, we did have video games, but they were very primitive.
yeah. I wonder if like we had a lot of like our generation had a lot of artists, but I'm sure that the previous generation had a lot of artists too, because otherwise they wouldn't have made those cartoons.
Oh yeah, there's creatives in every generation. Plus, you got to think like you're passing on DNA, so people can only get better.
Mm,
Uh,
I
okay,
didn't
so
know
okay,
that passing on DNA would actually make somebody a better artist.
I think so. Theoretically, anyway.
So if
I'm
you
sure a
eat
lot of
like,
people are calling BS on me right now, but I think it's true.
or
Okay.
or if you took a pill and you just like, I'm gonna be an imaginative creator and stuff like that, you know?
I can't share sound because I'm not on Chrome, which sucks. But this is what the toy looks like, right? Do you ever see one of those?
Speak and spell. I kind of yeah, but it didn't work for me though.
Okay, maybe because of lack of battery or whatever, but that's what it looks
Maybe.
like. A-E-I-O-U. And those kinds of sounds. And it was just
Oh
like
my god.
the absolute best. The absolute best.
And what was the black thing? Was that the screen?
Yeah, it was. I think it was like a digital display.
Oh,
It
okay.
would,
So if you
you
played
turn
it,
it
it
on
would
and be like,
actually.
"Beep, boop, bop, boop, boop, welcome," something like that.
Wow. I didn't think that it would do that. Oh my god, that's so good, Dave. Like you just
Oh, I
repeat
know.
it over and over and over again. Like have you ever
People are gonna
did
be
the
like, "Ah, my ears are bleeding. Stop it, Dave."
yeah. But how about the Teddy Ruxpin? You know, and the Big
Yeah, Teddy
Bird with
Ruxpin
like you
toys.
put the cassettes in and then they start talking.
Oh, yeah, creepy for sure. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
the show, the collecting
Mm-hmm.
crystals and whatnot. That was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I remember like Teddy Ruxpin was a big thing. Like but you put the tapes in and they start it's a doll and then you start talking and the sound of the voice comes out too. As if you're talking in the room, right? So talking
Yeah.
dolls. Yeah. With Big
So
Bird and everybody else and that was so cool. toys.
It was super cool.
Yeah, did you have one in your home? Uh,
I really
like,
I really had limited toys. My grandparents loved me. They tried to get me what they could.
oh, oh,
Yeah.
my mom on the other hand, like, bought all the latest toys for me and stuff, and well, even if I wanted some other stuff, she just kept on buying other toys. We had like the Potato Head kids, the Potato Heads, and like Teddy Ruxpin and Big Bird, and um, yeah, Discovery Toys was a big thing too.
Well, I know you as someone that has a lot of stuff even now, so that kind of makes sense.
Time to give them all away, including this one over there.
Yeah, we can
Like
see
this
a
one
few things
here.
in the
Like it's
background.
just like this one right here.
Yeah,
It's a poopy toy,
that's
right?
what I thought. I was like, is that a poo?
Yeah, it's a poo. It's a colorful poo. You know, talking about art, right? So a colorful
Does it have a
poo.
Santa hat?
Yeah, it's a set moving up and down and things like that. And you hear that? Does that sound?
It sings too?
Yeah, it sings and
Yeah.
then it goes up and down. The
They,
true
they got
colors.
that wrong. It's not true colors. I see your poop. I see your poo colors. That's what that would be.
I see your poo colors. Did
It's
you
a missed
say?
opportunity, Susanna.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
totally.
missed opportunity. You're sitting on a gold mine. Come
That's
on.
right. Yeah. Did you have any other cartoon character caricatures that you had in your art that you wanted to show?
I was going to move on to books and we could share something from there. The catalog. People may assume that my catalog is limited to the three I've got back there, but I actually came out with a couple more not too long ago. For those who don't know, I was on a year and a half crusade to finish 6 books, which I did. And I thought about going for number 7, number 8. Things are changing in my life right now, so I'm not doing that at this moment. There's still more work to be done, lots of work to be done in writing, and I'm going to get to more books and even editing and making these ones better. But yeah, for those who don't know, I completed those 6 in a year and a half, and then I had already published 7 previous. So the latest one is Champion of Artistic Success, Volume 1. The one that came right before that, you, Susanna, you might know something about the Fairy Letters, which was actually a follow up, kind of a follow up to Digital Nomad. It's almost a spiritual successor.
Should I send to you my what is this? My deviant art?
Yeah, yeah. You can pull, yeah, get your link ready for DeviantArt for sure.
Okay, cool.
Flashes of Elation, that one I do have in the background right there in the middle. The Renegade Musician, I've got that one right over here. Digital Nomad, I don't have on display at the moment. Productivity Performance, Profits Black Book, ended up winning an award earlier this year. That's a great way to start the year. I've got that one right there. Those were the 6 that I completed in a year and a half. So that was a lot of fun. But again, those weren't my only books. As you can see, there are 6 more here. You heard me say 7 more. What's the deal? Well, the Music Entrepreneur Code went through 2 renditions or 2 versions. So ultimately, I settled on the latest one as being the definitive one. However, basically it was kind of an addition and a rewrite and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of where my 13 book count comes from. I will probably further whittle this down into not a few volumes, but fewer volumes that are cohesive and value adding. Especially given that some books like just did not do anything or did not resonate. Maybe a title, maybe a concept. It's hard to say, but that's how things go sometimes. So there's my book catalog, and yes, my website was recently revised, redesigned. It looks pretty, it looks nice. There's some stuff still being added, but yeah, this is the latest incarnation and rendition. You can find my books, you can find my music, you can find
Oh,
my
wait.
podcast,
Was that Mabel down there?
and the testimonials. Yeah, I have a
Oh,
great
and the
testimonial
testimonials.
from
Got it.
Mabel.
And who was the one in the second one?
Liam, you ever heard of
Uh,
Boy Golden?
no.
Okay, well,
Boy.
he's on the radio. It's pretty popular nowadays.
Oh,
That's
nice.
Liam. And Patrick Zielinski's done some great, great, great work
Nice.
from Calgary. And you can book coaching with me. You can listen to my music. You can connect with me on social media. So there you go. Explore it, right? DavidAndrewWiebe.com. This is where you find all this stuff.
The
Learn a
Nobody
little bit
Prayer.
more about myself and myself.
And the Northern Lights. What's that one there?
That's meditation. It was a meditation
Ah,
for transformation. Yeah, guided meditation that I put together.
right.
Total experiment with a synthesizer.
Ooh. And it's up for grabs.
Yeah, you can listen to it. You can use it. You can let me know what sort of results you get, for sure. All right, Susanna, we got your link. Cool.
I'll
Find
listen to that
that.
one afterwards.
Yeah, totally. Thank you. 25 deviations. There's barely anything here.
Deviant Art.
It's kind of a fun site,
Surprised that
right?
there's no other artists out here.
Yeah, yeah. No, there's lots of people doing stuff, but right now it's a lot of AI
Oh,
nonsense. And
that one is my original art. That's an oil painting that I did.
the first one.
Yes, that one. That's an
Okay.
oil painting that I did. It was a large one. I still have it. Like,
Yeah, you just tell me which ones you want to highlight. We can have a look at this one
yeah,
first.
that one is a classic one. Well, I see that like it had just me going through my depressive days sometimes, you know.
Right. A
I was
classic one
looking
for
at
you.
like, yeah, classic one for me because it was the depression, right? So how come it's not loading up? Or is it loading up right now?
Let me just see what else I can close here. Live streams take up so much energy on your computer that sometimes, yeah, quick Grammarly, who needs that?
Do you wish
Quick,
that you can put more energy into it? Because I
I said
put
energy,
energy.
but I mean like resources, right? Computer, RAM and or processing power.
If you press it, does it come up?
There we go.
There we go. Yeah. So that one was that I was working on you know, this was actually when I was doing art in Quadlin for the
Hmm.
very first time that I did like, you know, oil painting and stuff. And they said, okay, get like two words, like get cogs, like cogs and something else. I can't remember what it was, but like you use it in a painting. And I just thought, okay, well, this would be great. You're looking at the negative side, the depression, and then being positive. So the thinking between negative and positive.
Yeah, I could see that. I think I like the concept.
Yeah. Optimistic and the pessimistic, right? So
Yes.
I was thinking all the time. And this one on the other side there with a crab. It was just like, um,
This one?
yeah, the painting with the crab on the.
Oh,
I
there's the
don't know. I
crab.
envisioned that there was like, you know, like a crowd of people watching like fountains coming from the mountains, and then a crab on the tree.
Hmm. That's the
Yeah,
weirdest concept ever. People would
I
just be
know,
sitting
right?
in chairs watching a waterfall.
Uh huh.
And then
Exactly.
where did the crab come from? The ocean?
I guess so. Or from the ocean, or probably a beach nearby, or something like that, right? You know how they have like was it Shannon Falls? But with Shannon Falls, they don't have chairs, right? They just
Yeah.
watch from afar, right? So people
Yeah, what
are.
you need, you could make it a wedding. You could also make it a concert, like an outdoor concert.
That's true with lights and everything like that. The crowd
Yeah.
could be like just Maybe somebody got the crab and put it in the tree, like, crab in a bucket or something, you know?
And apparently you weren't sleeping when you put it together. Posted at
Yeah,
5:01 a.m.
yeah. Well, that's probably when I took the picture, right? So, maybe up in the morning. That's back in 2003.
Yeah.
That,
Okay.
yeah. And I had like a whole bunch of like the one over there, there was a baby.
This
Go
one?
down. No, down. That one there. I don't know. It was just random photo. I was just playing with some digital art and stuff like that, and it just like looked like a baby's eyes and the nose. I don't know. Do you see it?
Okay.
And just
Yeah.
like
Kind of random.
some. These are
But
all paint.
in the
I did this
recommended
all on
section.
paint, by the way. The like the
Okay.
hugs, the bunny, and the panda and everything. All these stuff was all from paint. All those four from the
Huh.
bottom. Yeah.
DeviantArt apparently thinks it's naked people because in the suggested column it showed naked people, so I can't show that any longer.
Really?
But yeah,
Oh,
it did.
very interesting. I don't know about the naked people. There's no naked people though.
No, there is not. Maybe it's just
Yeah.
the keyword or the
Yeah.
title you used.
Interesting. This friend thing that says friend upside down. I did that on I drew it and I took a picture of it and
Hmm,
used markers for that too.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then that friend thing. I was trying to do the anime thing too, right?
Yeah.
I think everybody's trying to do it, but I'm just like not successful in that. Um, yeah, and then these other stuff that I did, like the one close to the friend thing, the one with the girl with the red hair and up going up. These are
Yeah.
all done on my Samsung Note 3. So
Okay.
I had a Samsung Note which basically is a cell phone, right? So and
Yeah.
then drawing with the pen.
So digital art. Wow.
Yeah, from my Samsung Note 3. So I did all of that.
I do have
Yeah.
digital art on my iPad. A bunch of it, in fact. Most of it I would not share at all. But
Really?
oh yeah.
On your iPad? You had an
Yeah.
iPad back then.
No, I still have
Oh,
it.
okay.
It
And you didn't
it,
and
it
then
mostly works as
oh,
my
you still
mouse pad nowadays, but it's right
Oh,
here.
okay, nice. But you said you have some art down there that you just wouldn't share.
Most of it I
Oh.
wouldn't share, no.
Oh, interesting. I wonder why. Ah.
Because it's not very good. That's
Oh, okay. Well, we've seen your art so far, and I think that is pretty good. So,
some of it's pretty
yeah,
good, yeah.
yeah.
Those are select pieces, though. You know.
Huh. These ones, by the way, I have to say that I was trying to make back in the day, and for Samsung Note 3 and stuff. They had icons that you can use for for designing, how Android has customization on all their icons. So I was trying to make an icon pack. So that's
Yeah.
what those were. And if you go up a little bit more,
Hold on.
I did the same thing there too. So
Okay.
icon pack and the the background for the budgies. So I was really fascinated with birds back then. Still am. I get more hummingbirds in real time. Like I was in a Toastmasters meeting and then a hummingbird came up to me. I'm like it was so cool. So
That was the other day, right?
yeah, it was the other day. I was saying a speech in Toastmasters, and then the hummingbird just came up like that, and I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" And I just put up the hand and didn't want it, and then it flew away. So yeah,
What was your speech about?
I think my speech was about how my military experience. So when I went to school in the Philippines, I was Canadian, and then I was in the Philippines, they have military army training. So of all those people who are going to high school, they had the options to do military army training. I mean, they didn't. It was mandatory, but for those people who were like born in other countries, you could do it if you wanted to. So my speech was about military training when I was in high school, and then I said there was this. They were like saying the topic was about using your military training to forward your career. So I made up a story about going to Iraq and having an army of clowns with red noses and stuff like that and doing the military training and stuff. So that was like made up, right? So and I was just super excited about it and yeah, just Hummingbird came to visit right after that. So
Wow,
totally
that's really
random
interesting.
topic. Yeah, totally,
Ah,
totally random
I've
topic.
had my odd encounters too. Like there was a tiny little bird one time. I was coming from my garage into my house in Calgary, and I noticed a tiny little bird stuck in the ice,
Oh,
and it was like maybe even a little bit wounded. It couldn't move, so I chipped away at the ice, and it flew away. But yeah,
oh wow,
stuff like that has
very
happened.
wow. That's super interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Wow. And the wings were like stuck in ice like this, or was it like that?
I think it
Or
no, like I think its feet were stuck.
ah, okay. You saved
And,
it. Wow, David.
yeah,
That's so
all I
awesome.
can all I can think is just wrong place, wrong time. Like somebody maybe exited through the back, one of my roommates or something. Maybe the bird was there, didn't know what was coming, stomped on some snow, and then got stuck or something like that. So,
Ah, ah, okay. You said that there was other some random instances too, right?
yeah, well, that's the one that came to mind
You're
with
a
birds
bird
anyway,
saver. You're a bird lifesaver.
apparently.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Among other things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Art, yeah, okay. But he did save a bird once. That counts for something.
that's so cool. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so awesome. But yeah, anyways, majority of my art came from like oil painting, and also like there was some other parts with like when I went to Kwantlen for art school, art classes actually, we got to draw, naked people.
Oh, you did some of that. Okay.
Yeah, did you do anything of that? Like,
No, but I think they made the right move by not making that available to high school students.
ah, okay.
And I didn't spend much time in college. I think they made that available in college, right? Generally.
I think so, because I was in college when I did that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But first they were like saying, okay, there's going to be some naked people when you draw them. And I was a little hesitant because I've
Hmm.
never been in that kind of environment before. And they
Yeah.
said you just have to be okay with drawing when you're drawing naked people. That's normal, part of life. And I was just like, I don't know. I think I made a big thing about it, but I'm like, no, after that, it was fine. So,
That's good. Yeah, I've wanted to do some live model stuff too, here and there. Not a
mm,
persistent desire, just occasionally I thought that might be interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's super cool. Amazing. Well, I think yeah, it's great to be on the show and show my art and stuff. And then would have liked to see other people show their pieces of art. And thank you for sharing with your about your anime stuff and also like the different artists that you had.
Totally. I would have loved to have seen more people on today too, but I did create this kind of at the last minute. Our Thursday nights were pretty sacred in the early going of Spark Infinity. That's why I wanted to start reviving them. But it's good to be back either way, and we'll do more show and tells if people enjoy. So
Yeah, That would be
And I
super
wanted to show
cool.
some music, but it's just not going to happen without switching to Chrome, which is not entirely practical.
This is not
So that's
Chrome?
okay. No, I'm on Firefox. You might be on Chrome.
No, I'm on Safari.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm using an
Then
iPad right now.
so okay. Safari, the least reliable browser, but
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe how about Brave?
huh?
Brave.
Brave?
Yeah,
Is that a browser?
it is a browser.
Okay. Is that a new thing?
No, it's been on for quite some time. I'm surprised you
Uh,
haven't
I'm,
seen it
so
yet.
I remember Netscape, and I honestly
Yeah,
thought Netscape was really good.
yeah. Netscape and Internet Explorer.
No, not Internet Explorer. That was never very good.
Yeah, that's right. Netscape was really good. I like going back to those days, Yahoo Messenger and MSN Messenger. I think Yahoo Messenger was my favorite. And
I think
ICQ.
a lot of them still exist. I think.
Yeah, I still remember my ICQ number though. Just never going away.
I could almost recall what it was, but not quite.
Mine started with 8, so it's like,
Mine was 9. So
ah,
you're, you must be a much earlier adopter than I.
that's probably why. Yeah, I got that from like IRC chats about a long time ago. Oh my god.
I remember IRC. Yeah, I used Merc.
Like what?
Merc. It was small
Merc.
case MIRC. Yeah, Merc.
Oh, okay, Merc. Right. Yeah.
That's where before there was Napster and all that kind of stuff. That's where people went to download music was Merc
Yeah. That's
and
right. Yeah.
books and Anarchist's Cookbook and stuff like that.
Yeah. Was it Merc because of the music?
No, I don't think so.
I never understood what was MIRC. What was the difference between IRC and like Merc?
Well, Merc was a specific, and I think it still exists. It's just a program, right? It's one of the applications. Yeah, so it still exists. Internet Relay Chat Client.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
There's other clients, of course, but this was one of them.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Super cool. I
People
forgot
still
I
do stuff on there. Like, I don't know why, because they're nostalgic or they want to do really illegal stuff. I don't know.
they want to do all the fun stuff, I guess, right? The
Yeah.
dark web. Oh my goodness. What?
You can sort of
Oh.
download whatever you want anywhere. Like, sort of. I think there's definitely starting to be a little more policing of how people use
Hmm.
internet now, but
Yeah. Yeah. Especially with AI and Chat GPT, and then it can be used for like cases and for trials and stuff like that. So,
that's just a horrible idea. Never do that. No. Uh-uh.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
No,
insane.
judges should not. If they want to use it as one source of information that factors about 1% into their decision, yeah.
Yeah.
But no.
Mm.
AI court, one word or really 3 words or 4 words. I will not be there.
Yeah.
5 words, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. They should have said that before, like everybody ventured into ChatGPT, right? So,
Well, ChatGPT, this is the confusion in the thinking right now. AI can do things, and AI is doing actively doing things. No, has to be prompted. It requires human involvement. AI does not think. It
yeah,
does not do anything without you prompting it to do something. So,
yeah, exactly.
but
Anyways, I
that's
have to go.
yes. But you need to stick around for a minute because there's something I do need to talk to you about. But at
Okay,
least for our Spark Infinity viewers,
sure.
thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed this, and let me know if you like this show and tell. We could totally do it again, and show you even more stuff, and you can show us stuff. So,
Appreciate you all.
all right, see you real soon.